Welcome back to the final part of our 4-part video series on time trialing. So I'm super excited to be joined again by David Millar, and I'm really excited for a reason this time around, because you're going to give us access to your system. You're going to give everyone home a chance to actually experience the same system. And I know from, just being involved in the industry, that people would literally pay thousands to get this information. Some of the time trial diehards out there, they chop off their arm to get access to the sort of information you're going to give away today.
It's something I didn't really ever think about that I would be sharing, because I've just done it internally my whole career. And I did it first of all just for me, to make myself faster, from the first time trial I did as a 15-year-old when I did 23:58 on the Long Wick 10, to 15 years later culminating on that same course, doing the course record and getting 19:04 or something. And that was all essentially self-taught. And then when I got to that sort of plateau, I started sharing it with my teammates, and always saw the benefits. Everybody always saw the benefits so quickly from such simple things. So now kind of getting it out there while it's still fresh in my mind, it is exciting.
So we're looking at nearly every aspect. We're looking at people, we're looking at the strategy, we're looking at how they can train properly for it. We're looking at the equipment they can use, we're looking at the position, and then one that I would have never even thought of, we're looking at the constant. So maybe talk us through them, one by one. The training that we're going to use, you're going to just touch on and slightly amend people's training.
Yeah, the training, I mean, again, it's actually one of the more simplistic areas of it, because all of these things are quite simple, but then you kind of add them together, it all makes sense. The training is just time trial specific. You don't need to be doing hours and hours, you don't need to be out on your TT bike doing hundreds of Ks, because hopefully one of the other elements, the position, is going to, by getting your position right for you, rather than what's the ultimate fastest position aerodynamically, it's going to be a position that you can train in comfortably, and you won't have to spend hours in it to get the most out of it. So, there's all these different things, but the training I think it'll be quite surprising to people kind of how little they need to do to kind of actually make themselves faster.
That's it, because it's a 6-week plan, so it's this transformative experience in 6 weeks. But what I thought was really cool when you taught me the system was, I got an inside. Dave was lucky enough to share the system with me. I thought it was really cool the way that so we've these 5 unique elements, but there's a lot of overlap between them. So a lot of the sessions we're doing, we're actually practicing our strategy, or we're practicing our session, or we're practicing our pacing within the session, or our position within the session.
No, exactly. I mean, the training it's exactly as the word said, it's training. It's not just the kind of the number crunching game. It's teaching yourself in that training how to ride a time trial, which is a lot, like I said, it's the adapting to the position, adds kind of TT effort in the position, not just sitting still in a home trainer in a wind tunnel, it's actually out there doing it. There's the kind of teaching yourself pace control, which is actually, even for pros, it's incredibly hard. I'd say that's probably the hardest thing to do. So practicing that in training is imperative. And then creating your own test courses and these sort of things. So there's a lot of parts, because you're training to learn to race. You're not training just to increase your numbers. You're training yourself to be a better time trialer.
But this stuff's unbelievable. Like, I know, I've been all day, I've been nearly running off when the camera's been off, like scratching down notes, because it's literally unbelievable. I have clients coming to us in A1 Coach all the time, and their life goal is, I know you're so far removed from this, you've been pro for so many years, their life goal is to break 1 hour for the 25 mile. And this system, I can just see so many people hitting a life goal, and it's not an exaggeration for them, it's the culmination of their sporting life will be to break the magic hour. Yeah,
but I mean, I remember when I was like that as well, averaging over 25 miles an hour, even for a 10. I mean, it was like, I was so happy with that at one point. But yeah, these are things that are easily achievable once you kind of actually do it, figure out what you're doing, because it's so easy to get wrapped up in the wrong areas and focus on the wrong things, whereas you need to have it's more of a sort of hedging across all of them.
And the brilliant thing is that, so often I look at systems like this and people are saying, you can get better if you invest X amount of extra time in training or spend X amount of extra dollars. We're saying no, you can get started right now with the tools you have, with the position you're in, making just small adjustments in knowledge base is what you're selling here. It's not really a product.
Yeah, and I think that's the exciting thing. It's much better to kind of teach yourself and learn kind of from what you've already got, because that's where you figure things out. If you just go and buy a bike that's got this, then you're not actually learning anything from that. You need to exploit what you already have, and that means working with what you've got, the tools you already have, because with the tools you have, I'm pretty much sure we can make you a lot faster.
Yeah, so if you could pass one system we were talking about on to young Dave when he was starting out, if you had to give him this 5-point system, where do you think he would have went to?
I think the protocol and pace control is actually, I kind of learned to also gradually, so it would actually just be able to, none of it works really well independently, so I think I'd be able to sit down and give him the whole package at once, and I think that would have helped me loads. It would have saved me many years.
You'd be World TT champion age 14.
A bit younger, 24 maybe.
Brilliant, thanks very much Dave, I really enjoyed it.
My pleasure. Let me ask you, Would you like to learn how to ride faster time trials? Would you like to access my time trial system, which allowed me to take 5 minutes off my 10-mile time trial PB? We've created a unique interactive program where each aspect of your training is laid out in a truly specific format. Access to a private members area of the website, 14 video recordings with me showing you step by step exactly what you need to do to follow my time trial system. Every aspect of time trialing is covered, exact training sessions you need to cover, equipment choices, position, mindset, so critical, goal setting, specific to your target event, and much, much more.
You can watch these videos as much as you like and you'll gain a real insight into why each aspect is so critical to your success. So you have the 6-week TT Peak Performance training plan, you have the nutritional guide and cookbook with over 100 recipes which are really easy to follow. You're also going to get an interactive season planner where you can plan to peak at the perfect moment. So you're going to get a 6-week daily specific training plan valued at €300, the ability to store all your data in one place valued at 100, the A1 cookbook valued at €28, the interactive season planner valued at 7, and 14 detailed videos explaining every aspect of training valued at €980. That's a total of over €1,400. Plus we're going to throw in the bonus Facebook group and bonus number 2, the members only webinar with David. When you add those in, we have a whopping value of over €1,700 in total value from this system. So now you have 2 choices. You have the first choice is you can do absolutely nothing, or the second choice, you can make a small investment, you can give it a shot, and if it works, great. If it doesn't work, guys, all you have to do, you have to just ask for your money back. So what if all David's TT program did was finally give you the direction in your training? Would it be worth it? Would it allow you to beat your PB? Would it be worth it then? I know for me it would. Allow you to beat the record in your local 10, would it be worth it? If it allowed you to finally achieve your biggest cycling goals and dreams, guys, would it be worth it then? Then €1,700 would be absolutely great value, no? Just think of how much you have spent on expensive equipment over the years, and that hasn't made you any faster. What if I told you all of this was only €79? That would seem insane, right? You just follow the 6-week plan, implement David's equipment, position, mindset, time trial strategy, and you know you're going to get the maximum return out of your training time. And after all, guys, that's what we're all looking for. So what's the catch? Well, there isn't any. You'll get full access for a one-time payment of €79. Plus you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you don't like this in 29 days and 23 hours and 59 minutes, just let me know and I'm personally going to give your money back. Guys, you need to break old habits to be super successful, and we're giving you the chance to do that. You can get started at a1members.com/David Millar. Information alone isn't going to solve your problem. You need the step-by-step system, the templates, the training webinars, the training system, the season planner, the training videos, the mentoring and the accountability that we get in A1 members. So guys, click on the link down below and get started now for just €79. www.a1members.com/David Millar.